Okay, well, now I know that I'm not allowed to talk about sex on Seismic, so I'm not going to talk about sex on Seismic. But I spent the day reading the New York Times, something about what is female desire, and it's a post-feminist generation of researchers. I'm not going to really talk about it because I can't talk about this on Seismic. But what I can tell you, and what's really annoying, first of all, the name, post-feminist. So, like, what does that mean? Does that mean basically, it's a fancy way of saying everything from the 70s that we thought was true was bullshit? Or does it mean that you're in denial? Does it mean that, what does it mean? Does it mean that what you said in the 70s was true? All that man hate and stuff, and that men and women were totally equal and we're the same, we have all the same desires. What is that all gone? Or you just don't want to admit it's gone, you just want to keep on bullying us guys and keep on teasing us? Is that what it is? That's what post-feminist is? Because I'm totally confused. I really am. Because I'm reading this post-feminist study stuff, and you know what? That's pretty much what my buddies told me in a fraternity. And you know what? I always knew they were right. But you know what? I mean, come on. I mean, I'm not going to go into the details of the studies because this is too politically correct for Seismic. Too politically incorrect, sorry, for Seismic. You cannot say this here. But they said it in the New York Times. So if the New York Times says it, and it's a woman that did the studies, well, then it's okay. But if I repeat it, forget about it. I can't say it. So let's just, you just know exactly what I'm talking about. You get the idea. They're talking about things about what women desire, and if I say anything, then the cops will start getting pissed off, and I can hear my mother screaming at me. So basically, the New York Times can say things that I can't say. So just read the New York Times article, and I just want you to think, what exactly this is all about. Because basically what they're saying is women are different. Women are not influenced by culture, that they are naturally this way. So this basically throws out everything Gloria Steinem is about, which leaves me to the conclusion that, wow, they just threw out 25 years of me being bullied by feminists. They just threw out 25 years of me showing up to places like Seismic and being teased and harassed and called dangerous. Wow. Unbelievable that common sense, things that were so obvious, finally made its way back into the cultural mainstream. But, I guess it took the New York Times to convince everyone. Oh, well. Well, it makes you wonder what they're going to be saying about Israel next year. Maybe that, nuclear power plant in Dimona is a bad thing to hit with a rocket. Maybe everything the New York Times, CNN, BBC, and every other left-wing publication, or supposed left-wing, but basically academic mainstream, flip-flops. Year by year, that basically they can say things that you can't say. You can't say that, hey, she's different. She likes to be passive. I can't talk about what I'm talking about because, hey, I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to talk about sex because I'm a guy. So, welcome to Seismic, and the New York Times can say things that I can't because, you can't be a post-feminist unless you were a feminist, and I certainly was never one of those, so I guess I can't, say anything. Can't say anything.